if you really want to go, just go for it. Do not give up. No matter what, if you get refusal for the first time or second time, just go for it and just hope for the best. And if you are doing best, then I don't think so you will get rejected.
Hi friends, this is Bhargav Modi. So this video is all about how not to get rejected for studying France. Also, if at all you have rejection, how to reapply and get your visa for studying France. So this is 18 to 19 minutes video, but I'm very sure if at all you are trying to apply or if you're planning to apply for studying France, this 18 to 19 minutes will certainly save your visa. On this note, yesterday I had a wonderful video testimonial or video interview with one of my students. His name is Badal Wagasia. He basically applied in this intake for Lisa School of Arts and Design. He got his refusal twice in this intake. However, we applied twice with a lot of changes in his file, and then yesterday he got his visa. So in this whole video, what we are going to cover, what points you should take care of while applying for your study visa in France to avoid rejection, and second, if at all you get a rejection, my friend, it is not the end of the road. So let's see the whole video, and then at the end of the video, I will summarize those 7 to 8 very critical points which will help you to avoid your French study visa rejection. First of all, congratulations for your
Thank you
visa.
so much.
Yeah, I can see you smiling. You're very smiling. Last 25 days, I know it was rough, very tough time. However, now today you've got your visa.
Yes.
So I request you to take us through your whole journey. You might have not told us how you were feeling in those 25 days after getting first and second rejection. But yes, it's a time, it's a happy time, and now you can just open up and share your thoughts with our viewers.
Yeah, so basically I completed my diploma here last year only. Then I wanted to continue my further study into France, as Paris is the fashion capital of the world. So it is a dream to work in and study fashion in the fashion capital of the world. So basically I started my process in Edu abroad in January. So that time was really easy before Corona. Everything was going really smooth. Then suddenly this pandemic happened and all. We all were in really tension. What is going to happen? Am I going to be able to go there in this fall intake only? But fortunately everything started going back to normal, and I got my acceptance visa in July only from the institute. Then we applied for Campus France, and I successfully went through that interview. And after the interview I submitted my file to VFS on the date of 8th of September only.
Which is last month.
Last month only. And we were quite confident that I am going to get my visa, as my file was really good. And I was also very confident that I am going to get my visa. So we submitted, and I was quite normal. I am going to get the visa.
So at this note, yes, he's right. Even we were quite confident because he's having a very niche profile. He has applied to a wonderful school, which is Lisa School of Art and Design, and he has also done his course from Amo Design here as well. So his finance, his accommodation, everything worked completely up to the mark. So at this point of time, we were also quite confident that he's going to get his visa. Now let's hear what happened next.
So exactly after 6 days, I will remember, I got the passport from the office, and it was quite shocking for me that the visa was not there. I got the refusal, so it was quite shocking, and I was really down at that moment because I never thought in my dreams that I would get rejected in my visa. But this time was really tough, and the reason for the refusal was second option, which is
Yeah.
the financial one. And I never ever imagined that because of this reason I would get rejected.
Why do you think so? Why you should not?
Because
Yeah.
normally it is take around 12,000 to 13,000 euros are much more than enough for
Yeah.
to get the visa. But
Yeah.
we submitted with around 13,500
Okay.
euros. So I was like, this is enough, right? So maybe this shouldn't be the reason for my refusal of the visa.
So let me explain
Yeah.
all the viewers what he's trying to say is, so when you apply for your French visa, what you have to showcase into your financial background is 1 year living expenses. Now what it includes, 1 year full tuition fees and 1 year living expenses, your lodging, your housing now. If you're staying in Paris, then it has to be 1000 times 12, and if it is out of Paris, it should be 615 times 12. So with his case, he paid his whole 1 year tuition fees in advance. So it was only 1000 times 12, which is 12,000 euros. But then he showcased about 14 to 15,000
Yeah.
euros in his first go. However, he still had to face a rejection. Now let's
Yeah.
see what happened next.
So after I got my rejection, I came back to Edigo office, and I personally talked to you also that what I was supposed to do now. Then you suggested me we have to showcase more funds as my course is bachelor, so it is 3 years course. So basically you suggested me that we should go for 3-year living expense and another 2 year of tuition fees. So this time definitely we won't get rejected because of we have already showcased all the tuition fee and all 3 years living expense. So after that I submitted my file again on I will remember the date was around 18 or something, 18 of September.
After I think 3-4 days.
After 3-4 days I got rejected my visa for the first time. I submitted my file again with the more documents regarding financial. So I submitted my file again, and exactly after 6 days I got a refusal again. And the reason was 4th and 5th that my justification of living in the France is not justified as per their standards. So I don't know what went wrong.
So now the finance point was been taken care of.
Yeah, totally taken care of. And this time was really shocking, and we all were not hoping to get rejected.
Yeah, second time it was, for us it was a quite shocking. And I would tell you it was a shocker for the concerned department, also for the university as well. So we were in touch with the university about your case, and they were also having their fingers crossed. Now you should get your visa and you should join your classes. But then they were under shock. At this point again, so how we won the point number 2, you just have to, by large, you have to showcase only 1 year living expenses. But sometimes what happens, if you're applying for a bachelor study, then you might need to showcase a bit more. And with his case, we did not want to take any more chances, so we just had his father's savings account, and it was for the full 3 years of tuition fees and the living expenses, about 30-35 lakh rupees is what we shown. It is not needed, but we just never wanted to take a chance in his case, so it is just that. But for all the viewers who's watching here, 1 year living expenses including your tuition fees is max what you have to show, and which suffices in almost all times. Yeah, so you can just continue with your second rejection.
After my second rejection, I was really down. Actually, I was very low confident that why would this happen and all. But I came back again here, and we all discussed for a very long time, and we also discussed with other person who are expertise in this things also. So they suggested actually the one thing also came to my mind that I shouldn't go for it, and I should wait for two months and go for another intake. But I was really much confident, and I had really the zeal to go to France and go to study my course on time only. So I decided to go for third time. I also talked to my parents, and they were also quite very much motivated that you should go for the third time. So after my second rejection, I added one recommendation letter from the university. And then I also added my portfolio that I worked for 2 years here. I also added that, and after that I was very much confident this time this shouldn't happen. So they submitted for the third time, and I got, it was really good news that today I finally got it.
So what precisely we did? So after the second rejection, we went back to the university, and we were in discussion as to this student is very genuine and he should not get rejection. He should continue his class. He should leave his dream in Paris studying the fashion design. So university also of the same opinion that he should leave his dream and he should commence his classes at Lisa School of Art and Design. So they shared a fantastic letter of recommendation, which concluded the whole story of a student, that he's a bona fide student, and his portfolio, they later talked about everything, so that there should not be any question in the mind of the authority while making the decision third time. Okay, so that was the one thing that we wanted to ensure. Second, you had your accommodation from the university. Now the accommodation later from the university works 9 out of 10 times. I would say 10 out of 10 times. But with his case, we again wanted not to take any chances. So what we did is we booked his accommodation through booking.com for about 30 days. It was a short booking. It was not a partial booking. It was a short booking for 30 days at booking.com. What they say is nowadays only 15 or 7 days of accommodation will suffice at Airbnb as well, which work with other cases. But just to double ensure, you can just book your accommodation through booking.com or Airbnb for a span of 30 days, which will not create any doubt in the mind of the consul, which we really did with his case as well. So with the letter of recommendations, ensuring a bit of more finances, and the accommodation through a genuine site, full accommodation of 30 days really seal the case for further, is what I think. Now, if you have anything else to say, you can add here.
So just final thoughts are like, if you really want to go, just go for it. Do not give up. No matter what, if you get refusal for the first time, second time, just go for it and just hope for the best. And if you are doing best, then I don't think so you will get rejected. So just go for it and just review. That's all I have to say.
Thanks. So I have a very genuine question, right? I have a genuine question. So we see a lot of students every day. We are the education partner for the French business schools and the universities. We do our part. But many times what happens after getting a 1 or 2 rejection, you might just feel that, should I just go ahead and apply third time, because we are very confident, but then you had already a couple of rejections. So why exactly you were also in line with what our suggestions were? Why did you think it's a wise step to go ahead and apply third time in the same exam?
So basically, before I coming here, I already heard about Edu Abroad, that it is a really good consultancy, and people get their visa out for the first time only. But after get my refusal for the 2 times, I did not give up on you people.
Thanks a lot for that.
Because it was really, I really had never ever doubted that you people would not look after me to if I got sorry.
It's okay, you can just continue. That's okay.
After even I got rejected twice, you people did not give up on me, and you kept looking after me, that what is happening with him and what is happening with his case. He's a nice student, even though he got rejected, and you people keep looking after me, and it was really, I am really grateful for you people that you really look after me, and I got my visa for the 3rd time. So basically you people also really motivated me that no, I shouldn't give up, I should go for the 3rd time.
Absolutely.
It should be lucky for me for the 3rd time. So that was the reason.
That's a philosophy our company has. So all the students who apply for us, we believe in genuine education. And whatever student is applying to do abroad, they become eventually part of us, a family part of us. And then once you fly out, we will not leave you alone there as well. So wherever you go, we'll just ensure that you're doing good or not.
Actually, I really felt that I'm the part of the Activa Abroad family. Actually, every time we used to come here, I used to feel like, we all are a family and we are working together as a team.
Great man, thanks a lot, and I really appreciate that you kept your faith with us, and finally you've got your visa. So just to close this video, friends. So for getting a rejection once or twice in France or with any European country should not be an end of it. However, we always ensure that you should not get a rejection. But once in 100. It might happen, but we know precisely what steps to be taken care of to ensure that you again get your visa and start living your dream career abroad in Europe. So on this note, thanks a lot. So friends, I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I also hope that this video has helped you to distress the thought of getting rejected for your study visa in France. As I promised in the beginning, let me also put up those 7 critical points for you to avoid your French student visa rejection. So point number 1 for me is your clear motivation. So when you apply, you also have to go through a campus friends interview wherein you should be very sure of why you have selected that particular program, how this program is going to help in future, and why this program in that university. So you should be so clear in your motivation. Point number 2 is critical. Here you have to demonstrate the financial backup which you are putting up in your file. In my whole video, if you have observed, I have clearly mentioned that you have to show 1 year full living expenses, which includes 1 year tuition fee and 1 year of your housing, lodging and other expenses. So how do we calculate? For an example, if your university fee is 15,000 euros and you've paid for an instance 5,000 euros as a deposit, so 10,000 euros remains there, and your university is in Paris, so the living expenses would be 1,000 times 12. So altogether 12,000 for your housing, lodging and all, plus remaining 10,000 euros as your tuition fees, so which makes 22,000 euros. So you have to showcase, you have to ensure that you showcase 22,000 euros in the form of let's say nationalized bank loan, a sanction letter will work, second in form of FD, or it could be in form of your savings account as well. But you have to ensure that these 3 forms are easily liquidated. Okay, so point number 3 now is also very critical, my friend. So point number 3 is your accommodation. So many students, what they do is they just book Airbnb for a day or 2, or maybe they book booking.com for a day or 2. Okay, and those are not real bookings as well. So those are just inquiry booking. But your accommodation later really plays a big role in getting your visa. So what we recommend is you should at least have 15 to 30 days of confirmed booking at either Airbnb or at booking.com. Point number 4 is your travel itinerary. So travel itinerary, it includes your block ticket, your block flight ticket and the travel insurance. One thing that you have to ensure is your block ticket and your travel insurance should have these similar dates. The date for your insurance should not be here and there from your block ticket. Okay. Now point number 5 is sponsor affidavit and your self affidavit. I've seen in past a lot of students do not stress on these 2 documents. They do not include these 2 documents in their file, and because of which they get rejection. So either your self affidavit or the sponsor affidavit, those are just 100 rupees stamp documents, and this will authenticate the whole documents which you are putting up in your BFS. Now point number 6. So point number 6 is the additional documents that you are able to supply in your file. What I mean is the experience letters, the portfolios, or any extracurricular activities or the certificates that you have. So these documents really enhance your file, right? You should not feel that okay, these documents are not part of this checklist, so that I should not supply those documents. But to me, these documents also play a major role in getting you your student visa. And the last point, 7th point, is when you are applying, the time or the date you are applying or the date you are submitting your VFS file. Most of the students they become a little lazy after getting the NOC from Campus France, and they kind of supply their file or submit their file just before their start date, which is a very, very, very wrong step. You should at least have a gap of, let's say, 25 to 30 days from your start date to your VFS file submissions, right? So these are the 7 points. I've seen in past many students do not stress on either one or two of these points and they get rejection, and the major rejections happen because of finance, which is point number 2, and the justification that you've provided with one or the other document missing, which is point number 4 or point number 5. So if you just take care of these 7 points I've mentioned here, I'm very sure that your visa will never get rejected. So on this note, I think I will end this video, and if you have any query, you could just write down here on the comment column, and our representative certainly will come back to you answering your queries, I think within just 24 hours. At the same time, if you have any queries and you would want those queries to be addressed on the spot, here are our numbers. You can just call, and one of the expert counselor will pick up the call and will answer your queries. So thank you so much, guys, and happy applying. Thanks a lot. Bye.